EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Moving into the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
You certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday, which is some fearless golf. And these guys are playing for a PGA Tour card, and they're not backing down.
We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Coming off a disappointing first round, he really needs to get off to a fast start here if he wants to have any shot of winning out here, Frank.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. That's a bit offline in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this first hole?
Ideally, you want to go with a short iron. Makes it easier to keep the ball on the right level. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just a couple of feet. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot that takes the trees on the left out of play and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5 iron.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Trying to make yet another birdie. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. So a tester from 4 feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. And getting ready for the putt. Well done. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That was not a very good read right there. These putts keep the round together. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
So they'll tap in. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Let's get back to the action at the 5th. Playing very poorly early in the 2nd round, Frank, what can a player do to turn it around?
Completely forget what they've been doing, that's for sure. There's a lot of bad golf. That scorecard is a reflection of exactly what's been happening. So somehow there's going to have to be a change. There's going to have to be a change right now. Rhythm, fairways, greens. Give yourself opportunities. Second shot.
Headed for the bunker? Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Settles in over the putt. Has his par. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 6th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there. And of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's a canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Getting ready now for this next shot in the bunker. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Getting set now over the putt. A good effort, a good par putt. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
par yesterday. Now for birdie. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Not an easy one, 20 feet away. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
So just a formality here. Frank, this is just an embarrassing performance.
There's no crying in golf, Rich.
Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen. The great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there, very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the two little pop bunkers on the right side.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
He'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away, in a good spot. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey.
It's a cruel game.
This for bogey once again. Made bogey here yesterday. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, the nice thing about golf is that if you struggle on that front side, you can take a breath and you can regroup and you can get something going on the back 9.
During a round of golf, there's so many little things you can do, especially when you're a little awry. Check the ball position. Maybe you're starting to focus too much on swing rather than actually the shots in hand.
Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pop bunker left of this green when you go for 2 that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough.
That's a tough lie to come out of. Not surprising it's come up short.
Well short right there, but still in the game for a par. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
In for par. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par fours. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Frank, this one is veering far to the left. Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par threes, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par three.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
Frank, what we've learned over the years is that the Web.com Tour is such a good place to hone your skills for the next step for the PGA Tour because it replicates the PGA Tour environment. 72 holes, a lot of pressure, you're playing for money, and you need to shoot 65s and 66s to win.
It's harder in golf to make that direct comparison, and I think to add to your point, if you used other sports, for example, like baseball, AAA, as opposed to regular season baseball, the guy has a specialist position. He's a pitcher or catcher. You can directly correlate his ability with another one in the major leagues. The same with NFL, college, size, speed on the combine, as opposed to professional NFL at the highest level. In golf, it's so multifaceted. So therefore, if you have a good combination of game, it might not stand out initially, but it might be better in the long haul.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. These putts keep the round together. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey, drop shot here at the 13th. Well, too bad. He gives one back. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Third shot now from the bunker. He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Been a rocky round. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Down, little Sheba, down! Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left for the chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is too close. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a tip.
So drop the shot after ending up with the water on that recent miscue. After hitting it in the drink, this is the 4th shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
So, Frank, he'll take a drop here.
Yeah, he'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Good scoring opportunity right here from 125 yards or so. That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. This is 5th shot. Okay, 20 feet, not too bad. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Must make this for a double bogey. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Frank, what's ahead after missing the par 3 here?
Well, a tricky little shot coming up, but really, this is a difficult par 3, so if you can get this up and down, it still won't be a lost cause. It's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf, the 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here, that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now the approach shot here to 18. Just one last good swing, Frank.
There's a little false front here that you have to avoid, so something that pitches over that right bunker that lands a good 10 or so yards on this green is certainly the desired goal.
Pure strike, good result.
Right, and that is close.
And getting ready for the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
He's made it. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.